Hey there, fellow travelers. Have you ever felt that familiar tug, that yearning to hit the open road when the air turns crisp and the leaves begin to shimmer with hues of gold and crimson? There's just something magical about autumn, isn't there? It's a time for cozy sweaters, pumpkin spice lattes, and of course, witnessing nature's most vibrant spectacle, fall foliage. And what better way to experience this explosion of color than from the driver's seat, cruising down scenic byways that wind through some of America's most breathtaking landscapes? So buckle up, because in this video, we're taking you on a coast-to-coast road trip to discover 15 of the most awe-inspiring fall foliage drives the U.S. has to offer. From the rugged peaks of the Northeast to the rolling hills of the Blue Ridge Mountains and all the way to the Pacific Northwest, we're chasing the most vibrant fall colors across the country. Get ready to be amazed by nature's artistry as we explore winding roads, charming towns, and vistas that will take your breath away. Are you ready for an unforgettable autumn adventure? Let's hit the road. Our first stop takes us to the heart of New England, where the majestic White Mountains of New Hampshire come alive with fall's fiery brilliance. And there's no better way to experience this spectacle than by cruising along the Kankomegas Highway, affectionately known as the Kants by us locals. This 34.5-mile scenic byway winds its way through the White Mountain National Forest, treating you to panoramic views of towering peaks, cascading waterfalls, and forests ablaze with color. As you navigate the twists and turns of this legendary road, you'll feel like you've stepped into a postcard. The Kankomegas Highway is truly a feast for the senses. Imagine the crisp mountain air filling your lungs as you drive past covered bridges reflected in crystal-clear rivers. The scent of pine needles and damp earth lingers in the air, creating an intoxicating aroma that's pure New England autumn. Keep your eyes peeled for wildlife. You might be lucky enough to spot a moose grazing in a meadow or a hawk soaring above the peaks. It's moments like these that make the Kankomegas Highway an unforgettable experience. From the rugged peaks of New England, we now journey south to the heart of Appalachia, where the legendary Blue Ridge Parkway awaits. Stretching for 469 miles along the spine of the Blue Ridge Mountains, this all-American road is a testament to the beauty of the American South. Often called America's favorite drive, the Blue Ridge Parkway is a symphony of color come autumn. Imagine yourself meandering along its winding roads, surrounded by a tapestry of scarlet, gold, and russet hues as far as the eye can see. It's truly a sight to behold. But the Blue Ridge Parkway is more than just a scenic drive. It's a journey through history and culture. As you cruise along, you'll encounter charming mountain towns, historic sites, and the vibrant folk traditions of Appalachia. And let's not forget about those iconic Blue Ridge mountain views. The parkway is dotted with overlooks that offer breathtaking vistas of rolling hills and valleys painted in autumn's finest colors. Be sure to bring your camera because you'll be stopping every few miles to capture the beauty. Skyline Drive. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? This iconic roadway, stretching 105 miles along the Blue Ridge Mountains, is the only public road through Shenandoah National Park and offers a front-row seat to some of the most spectacular fall foliage in the United States. Imagine this: you, behind the wheel, windows down, crisp mountain air whipping through your hair as you're enveloped by a tapestry of fiery reds, golden yellows, and vibrant oranges. It's the kind of sensory overload that makes you want to pull over every few minutes just to soak it all in. The best time to catch this symphony of color is typically from early October to mid-October, though Mother Nature dances to her own tune, so checking the foliage reports before you go is always a good idea. Trust me, a little planning goes a long way in ensuring you hit peak foliage, and don't forget to pack a picnic. There are over 70 scenic overlooks along Skyline Drive, each offering its own unique perspective on the breathtaking landscape. Find one that speaks to you, pull over, and savor the flavors of autumn while basking in the beauty of Shenandoah. From the majestic peaks of the Blue Ridge, we journey westward to the rugged beauty of the Pacific Northwest and the Columbia River Highway. This historic roadway, often called the King of Roads, winds its way along the Columbia River Gorge, offering breathtaking views of cascading waterfalls, verdant forests, and towering cliffs. Completed in 1916, the Columbia River Highway was a marvel of engineering, recognized as the first scenic highway in the United States. Imagine the audacity, the vision, to carve a road through this rugged landscape, all without the heavy machinery we rely on today. The best time to experience the highway's autumnal glory is typically from mid-October to late October, when the maples, cottonwoods, and aspens erupt in a vibrant display of color. But honestly, the Columbia River Gorge is stunning year-round, so you're in for a treat whenever you visit. As you navigate the twists and turns of this historic route, be sure to make time for the many waterfalls that grace its path. Multnomah Falls, the crown jewel of the gorge, plunges a dramatic 620 feet, leaving visitors awestruck by its sheer power and beauty. From the rugged beauty of the Pacific Northwest, we journey eastward to the heart of New England and the Green Mountain Byway. This scenic route winds its way through the heart of Vermont, showcasing the state's quintessential charm, quaint villages, and those iconic, color-drenched mountains. Picture this: rolling hills blanketed in a patchwork of fiery reds, golden yellows, and deep oranges. Church steeples rising above a sea of color, their white paint a stark contrast to the vibrant landscape. And the air, crisp and cool, carrying the scent of maple syrup and fallen leaves. That's autumn in Vermont. The best time to experience this symphony of color is typically from late September to mid-October, though the exact timing can vary depending on elevation and weather patterns. But trust me, no matter when you visit, Vermont in the fall is a sight to behold. As you meander along the Green Mountain Byway, be sure to slow down and savor the scenery. Pull over at a local farm stand and indulge in freshly picked apples, warm cider donuts, and, of course, that Vermont maple syrup. Now, let's head to the Pacific Northwest, where the Olympic Peninsula Loop awaits. This loop drive takes you through a stunning variety of landscapes, from rugged coastline to towering mountains, all bursting with fall color. We'll start our journey in Port Angeles, a charming town nestled on the Strait of Juan de Fuca. From here, we'll venture into Olympic National Park, a sprawling wilderness of ancient forests, glacier-capped peaks, and pristine lakes. Keep your eyes peeled for Roosevelt elk, black-tailed deer, and maybe even a glimpse of the elusive Olympic marmot. And don't forget to pack your hiking boots. There are trails for all abilities, from gentle nature walks to challenging summit climbs. As you wind your way through the park, be sure to stop at Lake Crescent. This deep, glacially carved lake is known for its crystal-clear waters and stunning views of the surrounding mountains. Get ready to experience the rugged beauty of the New England coast as we journey along Acadia National Park Loop Road in Maine. This classic drive takes you past rocky shores, through charming harbors, and up to breathtaking mountain vistas, all painted in the vibrant hues of autumn. We'll begin our adventure in Bar Harbor, a bustling town with a rich maritime history. Be sure to stroll along the waterfront, browse the shops, and savor some fresh lobster. It's a Maine tradition. From Bar Harbor, we'll hop on the Loop Road and venture into Acadia National Park. Get ready for dramatic scenery as you wind your way along the coast, with the Atlantic Ocean crashing against granite cliffs below. Keep your eyes peeled for wildlife. You might spot harbor seals basking on the rocks, white-tailed deer grazing in the meadows, or even a majestic bald eagle soaring overhead. All right, folks, buckle up because we're heading to the Rocky Mountains, cruising along a stretch of highway affectionately known as the $1 Million Highway. This ain't just any drive, mind you. This 25-mile wonder winds through the heart of Colorado's San Juan Mountains, offering up views so stunning you'll swear they spent $1 million on them. The $1 Million Highway connects the towns of Ouray and Silverton, two historic mining towns chock full of charm. Now, I know what you're thinking. When's the best time to catch this showstopper in all its glory? Well, autumn is the name of the game here, folks. From late September to mid-October, those mountainsides come alive with a kaleidoscope of golds, reds, and oranges. But here's a little travel tip. Even if you miss the peak foliage, this drive is a stunner year-round. Imagine this: towering peaks dusted with snow, waterfalls cascading down rugged cliffs, and those deep, dramatic canyons that just beg you to pull over and soak it all in. Trust me, folks, the $1 Million Highway is a journey for the senses, no matter when you decide to embark on it. From the rugged peaks of the Rockies, we're traveling eastward to the rolling hills and historic towns of New York's Hudson River Valley. This region, my friends, is like a scene straight out of a Hudson River school painting. Think fiery maples reflected in the shimmering waters of the Hudson, grand estates perched on hillsides, and charming villages straight out of a storybook. Now, when it comes to fall foliage, the Hudson Valley knows how to put on a show. The best time to witness this spectacle of color is typically from mid-October to early November. Imagine driving along the scenic Taconic State Parkway, the leaves ablaze with color, the crisp autumn air filling your lungs. It's enough to make you want to break out in a spontaneous rendition of autumn in New York. But the Hudson Valley is more than just pretty scenery, folks. This region is steeped in history, dating back to the days of the Dutch settlers. As you drive along the Hudson, you'll pass by historic mansions, Revolutionary War battlefields, and charming towns with names like Sleepy Hollow and Cold Spring. Well, folks, we're heading south now, to the land of bluegrass music, sweet tea, and some of the most breathtaking mountain scenery in the eastern United States, the Great Smoky Mountains. Now, this national park straddles the border of Tennessee and North Carolina, and let me tell you, it's a sight for sore eyes. Imagine this: rolling mountains cloaked in a patchwork quilt of fall colors, misty mornings that give the Smokies their name, and winding roads that beckon you to explore. We're talking over 100 different species of trees putting on a show, folks. From fiery maples and golden hickories to scarlet oaks and rusty-hued beech trees, it's an autumn explosion you won't soon forget. Now, the peak season for leaf peeping in the Smokies can vary depending on elevation, but generally you're looking at early to mid-October for those lower elevations, and late October into early November as you climb higher. But let me tell you, even if you miss the peak, the Smokies are a sight to behold any time of year. Napa Valley, California. Just hearing the name conjures images of rolling vineyards, charming towns, and of course, world-class wine. But did you know that come autumn, this region explodes in a kaleidoscope of fall colors? That's right, folks. Napa Valley's Silverado Trail offers a unique experience for those looking to combine their love of wine with the beauty of fall foliage. Now, the Silverado Trail is the less traveled alternative to Highway 29, which means you'll enjoy a more intimate experience. This historic road winds its way through the eastern side of Napa Valley, past vineyards, wineries, and charming towns. The best time to experience this autumnal tapestry is from late October to mid-November. Imagine yourself cruising down the Silverado Trail, a gentle breeze carrying the scent of fermenting grapes and crisp autumn air. The vineyards, painted in hues of gold, crimson, and rust, stretch out on either side of the road like a scene straight out of a postcard. And you know me, I love a good local experience. So, be sure to stop at one of the family-owned wineries along the way. Sip on some locally produced wine, maybe a crisp Sauvignon Blanc, or a full-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon while taking in the stunning views. It's an experience that truly engages all your senses. Explore the vibrant fall foliage of Orange County, Vermont. Nestled in the heart of New England, this picturesque region offers a stunning array of autumn colors. From the rolling hills to the charming small towns, every corner of Orange County is a feast for the eyes. Whether you're driving through the countryside or hiking the scenic trails, the beauty of Vermont's fall foliage is truly unparalleled. Imagine winding through roads framed by fiery red maples, golden birches, and deep orange oaks. Each turn reveals a new masterpiece painted by nature. Stop by the quaint villages that dot the landscape, where you can enjoy local crafts, warm apple cider, and the hospitality of Vermont's residents. The best time to visit for peak foliage is typically from late September to mid-October. As you take in the breathtaking scenery, remember this is more than just a visual treat. It's a moment to reconnect with nature and find peace in the simple beauty. From the vineyards of California, we journey north to the rugged beauty of Wyoming's Grand Teton National Park along the Teton Park Road Scenic Drive. When you think of the American West, images of towering mountains, pristine lakes, and abundant wildlife come to mind. And let me tell you, Grand Teton National Park delivers on all fronts, especially during the fall. Picture this: the majestic Teton Range, its jagged peaks piercing the sky, reflected in the crystal-clear waters of Jenny Lake. And as if this scene wasn't breathtaking enough, imagine the surrounding forests ablaze with the golden hues of quaking aspen trees. It's a sight that will leave you speechless. The best time to witness this symphony of colors is from mid-September to early October. The aspen trees, known for their vibrant yellow leaves, put on a spectacular show as they prepare for winter. If you're lucky, you might catch a glimpse of the first snowfall dusting the mountain peaks, which is truly magical. While there are plenty of ways to experience the fall foliage in Grand Teton National Park, I recommend a more leisurely experience, taking the scenic drive along the Teton Park Road and stopping at the many overlooks to capture the perfect photo. Now, for a truly epic fall foliage experience, we're heading north, way north, to Denali National Park in Alaska. This is the last frontier, folks. A land of towering mountains, glaciers, and sprawling wilderness. And in the fall, the tundra explodes in vibrant hues of gold, crimson, and rust. Imagine driving along the park's sole road, the 92-mile Denali Park Road, surrounded by breathtaking vistas of the Alaskan wilderness. Keep your eyes peeled for wildlife. Grizzly bears, caribou, and Dall sheep are known to roam these parts. Remember, respect the wildlife and keep a safe distance. The best time to catch peak foliage in Denali is typically from late August to mid-September. It's a short but spectacular window, so plan your trip accordingly. And remember, this is the Alaskan wilderness, so be prepared for unpredictable weather and pack layers. Our final fall foliage destination takes us to the heartland of America, where the mighty Great Lakes meet the vibrant hues of autumn. We're talking about the Great Lakes Circle Tour, a scenic route that loops around the largest freshwater lakes in the world. And while you can experience this drive in various states, we're focusing on Michigan's Upper Peninsula, a true gem for fall colors. Picture this. You're cruising along M22, a scenic highway that hugs the Lake Michigan shoreline, with the shimmering blue waters on one side and a tapestry of fiery reds, golden yellows, and deep oranges on the other. It's a sight that'll make you want to pull over every few miles to soak it all in. The best time to experience peak foliage along Michigan's Great Lakes Circle Tour is typically from late September to mid-October. During this time, the region transforms into a breathtaking kaleidoscope of colors, making it a photographer's dream. As you explore the Upper Peninsula, be sure to make a stop at Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. This natural wonder features towering sandstone cliffs, pristine beaches, and cascading waterfalls, all framed by the vibrant hues of autumn. Take a hike, snap some photos, and breathe in the fresh lake air. Another must-see stop is the Mackinac Bridge. This iconic bridge connects Michigan's upper and lower peninsulas and offers breathtaking panoramic views of the Straits of Mackinac. Well, folks, there you have it. Our whirlwind tour of 15 of the most scenic fall foliage drives in the United States. From the rugged peaks of the Rockies to the rolling hills of New England, America's autumnal tapestry is a sight to behold. Now it's your turn. We hope these breathtaking drives have inspired you to plan your own fall foliage road trip. So, grab a map, choose your adventure, and hit the open road to experience the magic of autumn firsthand. Thank you for joining us on this colorful journey. Look below in the description for links about each stunning location covered on our tour. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel inspiration.